little frustrated here. I'll get to that in just a minute. But we're out cruising around, decided to take a break from the video grind and do another video. But this is a live video, so they're pretty simple to do. And for anybody who's unfamiliar with the process of YouTube, live streams are the easiest to do. You just go out, you do your thing, whatever it is that you're doing. There's no editing. I mean, you're seeing it as it happens, right? So you just do your thing, you go cruise around like I'm doing or whatever, and it's all live right now. Much quicker to do, much less time consuming. Hey, Mark, what's up, man? Gonna try to catch comments as I go here, but I am driving, so gotta watch the road a little bit too, you know. So anyway, it is Friday. Little health check on the Tacoma, running 37 PSI in the tires right now. That might be why you see a little bit of jerking around. Hey, Ang, what's up, buddy? So we're running 37 PSI. Might have a little bit to do with the heat. I just checked it a couple minutes ago. Just got on. Are you hunting again? No hunting today. Just cruising. Although I might see something. Voodoo Rob, that's me. I might see some Tacomas. I'll point them out as I'm driving around if I see anything. Let's see, what else was I going to tell you guys on the health report on the Tacoma? Hey, Smoke, what's up, buddy? Let's check fuel economy while we're sitting here. 15.6 miles per gallon. Just hypermiling right now. Had a guy jamming beside me, and looks like he just bought a Jeep Cherokee, I think. But 15.6 miles per gallon. I'd call that hypermiling in the Tacoma. It definitely would be hypermiling in the Tundra. Jimmy Pham, what's up, buddy? Speaking of the Tundra, I do have a video going up. I think probably up right now. A new video on my Tundra channel, which, by the way, is RobMotive Tundra. Pretty hard to remember, you know. Will you be getting the KD Max tune? I still need to do some research on that, David. I don't know. You know, I go back and forth, and I would have had. You make me want to take my truck Unicorn for a ride. I know, that's what I'm doing, cruising. Daniel, hi, Rob. Hey, Daniel, what's up, buddy? That's what I'm doing. I'm just cruising around. But back to the tune thing. You know, I still go back forth, sideways on that. I had ordered the booster, the Sprint booster, and of course, I did not get it because there was an issue. I'm not going to go deep into it because I did make a video about that. You know, I thought there's a Tacoma there. It looks like an access cab, TRD off-road. So that's our first Tacoma sighting that I was able to see. Brian, what's up? Hi, probably jamming with some 20-inch speakers. Not me, no, I can't have music playing while I'm riding around because that's a copyright problem. So, because I don't own the music, so I can't do that. Otherwise, I probably would have some music on because typically, although it would be too loud, usually when I'm driving around, the music is pretty loud and all you would hear is the music, I suppose. So anyway, yeah, I'm still up in the air. KD Max versus OV Tune. I don't know. Jimmy Pham, no, not you. No, oh, not me. Oh, you're talking about the guy that was beside me in the Jeep. Could have been. It was loud. He did have his window down, although I don't know why. It's 88 degrees and pretty darn humid here. I mean, it is hot. If you stand out in the sun here for about 2 minutes, you're going to be sweating. And he just bought that Jeep. He had temporary tags on it, so I assume the air conditioning would be working. I don't know why you would just buy something and the air's not working. I mean, wouldn't you have that fixed when you buy it? I mean, I don't know. So, who knows? There is a Rubicon Jeep. Is it a Gladi? No, just a four-door. So, the health on the Tacoma, it's doing pretty good. No issues, no lights. Wind something, I didn't catch that comment. It's doing well. No lights or anything, I gotta say. I haven't had any issues. My Taco has 5,000 miles. Oh, that's good. I should point that out now since I'm actually in it. I keep taking guesses when I'm doing videos as to how many miles are on this truck. 3,887. That's how many miles I have on my Tacoma right now. And I know it's brand new. It's like there's nothing. I got the truck in March of last year. So April, May, it's about a year and 2 months old. 14 months old, 3,887 miles. That's because I have the Gladiator. You know, I split time between this and the Gladiator, and I think I've mentioned before, the Gladiator really is my daily driver. This is my channel truck. It's what I do mods and things on. So jelly, LOL. Well, what are you doing, Ang? Don't you work from home? I thought you worked from home. Can't you get out? I mean, you know, take a little break, go for a cruise. I've got 412 on mine. Yeah, but when did you get it? I've had this for 14 months. So I expect to take some flack over that. But like I said, I split the time. Mostly, the Gladiator gets most of the miles. It's my daily driver. This I filter in here and there, and of course, do videos and things, driving around and whatever. And I take it out when I want to. You know, we need some mods from Ang. That's right. 2 months ago. Well, you know, 2 months versus 14. I'll be interested to hear where you're at in 14 months compared to me. You know, if I put another even 4,000 miles. I do work from home, but I'm saying I have 21,000 miles. Oh, I got you. Sorry. Again, I'm trying to catch comments as they come up and watch the road, which is obviously pretty important. 21,000 miles. Wow. But you have more than one vehicle, I thought. I think you said in a video you did recently that you had more than one. So you must spend most of the time in the Tacoma then. Because if I'm not mistaken, have you had that truck for a year? Cruising around, the windows down in New Jersey, no mask, and man, it's like the apocalypse. That's no good. And then the comment disappeared. By the way, if you're not familiar with the live streams, the comment only stays up for a few seconds and then it disappears. That's why I miss comments when I'm doing things like this, because I obviously, what did I miss? Nothing, just me cruising around, talking about being frustrated. Oh yes, and before I forget, oh wait a minute, there's a Tacoma. It's a silver lifted, and I didn't see anything else about it. Just about 1 year, a month ago. Okay, so you're about the same as me then, but you have way more miles than I do, Ang. 3,887 versus 21,000. Wow. Although I'll tell you, I wouldn't have 21,000 miles between the two, the Gladiator and the Tacoma. I probably would have somewhere around maybe 10 to 12,000 miles, something like that. I mean, you know, I work from home, and I don't do a heck of a lot of traveling. You know, we did go to Colorado last year about this time, actually, for my daughter's wedding. That was, about a 3,800 mile trip, round trip, something like that. So that was quite a bit of miles, but that was put on my previous Tacoma, or Tundra, I should say, the Gobi Tundra. So let me see if I can get over here. We got to get out of this traffic. There was a Frontier and a new Chevy, and there's a Tacoma. It's silver and no badging, so I'm assuming it's an SR5. Now, I know people could have taken the badging off, obviously, but I'm thinking that most people don't. There's a black Tacoma, TRD Off-Road, has a Papa Joe's Pizza, Papa John's, Joe's, Papa somebody, pizza sign, and there is a nice lifted Tacoma over there, sand with the Raptor lights on. I should have flipped mine on. Looked nice, looked like a really nice truck. By the way, sand is one of my favorites. I thought about getting sand, but the Voodoo Blue won out because, you know, you can't beat the Voodoo Blue, man. I mean, that's just the way it is, you know. But that was a nice truck. So why am I frustrated? Well, let me tell you, if you watch the channel and you're familiar, I bought a mod recently. What's up, Corbin? What's up, buddy? Yeah, I did 2 trips to Texas. You came to Texas and you didn't let me know? Oh, come on, man. Tacomas everywhere. They're always everywhere here. There were fewer when I did the last RobMotive Safari, though. I was a little surprised. Oh, that one's got a snorkel on it. The sand-colored Tacoma is going to be coming up on the right. I don't know if he's chasing me down or I'm driving slow. He's got yellow fogs, got a snorkel on it. Maybe it's a Pro. He's going to pass me on the right, on this side, or you may see him in the rear. You probably won't see him at all. He's coming up on my right now. Let's see if I get an acknowledgement. It is a Pro. Let's see. He's got a big old, looks like a Gladiator helmet on the side, some stickers on the back, and I think he had aftermarket wheels, but it looks like he has stock tires. Oh, come on, buddy. Get those stock tires off of there. Did not look like he acknowledged me, but that's okay. He had tinted windows, so I'm not really sure. Excuse me, not really sure myself. But he did come up on me pretty darn quickly, so I don't know if he was trying to chase me down or what. It's interesting. I've had a few people in comments and stuff when I'm out cruising around, you know, and then later on that day or whatever, I'll get a comment from somebody that they saw me driving around. You know, there was somebody recently, yesterday or whenever I did the last RobMotive Safari, that's what you call a taco flyby. There you go. Kind of makes me hungry. But there's a guy who lives in this area, and he said he looks for me when he goes out, and if he sees me, he says he's gonna honk. So I'll be listening for that. It'd be really cool if somebody in the area was actually on the live stream driving around while I'm on the live stream driving around. Disclaimer, I do not endorse driving around and watching videos on your channel. Where are you from, Rob? Well, where I'm from originally is Ohio. However, now I am in the Rio Grande Valley in South Texas. I've been here for about coming up on 3 years, I think. Love the weather here, love the people here. It's got to be, I think, the friendliest place I think I've ever lived. People actually say hi, they wave. They're very cordial when you know, deal with folks at stores and things. I mean, just a nice place to live as far as that goes. Very friendly people here. Unlike the people where I came from before, they weren't so friendly. But yeah, I like it here. Been here, like I said, about 3 years. So, we're cruising along here. Oh, the frustrated story. I never did finish it. I gotta see, I get off on a tangent. The frustration, what is it? I ordered a mod, it came, the box came, it was open. It's roof rack. Roof rack. We'll call it a rack. For the top of the Tacoma. The box was open and then it had been retaped with like a clear packing tape or something. And the brackets, you know, other than the roof rack itself, the most important thing of the whole mod, you know, was they were gone. They weren't in there. So I contacted Sparks Parts and they said they were going to send me the brackets, and that was, I think, 10 days ago. I mean, 10 days, they should be here by now, I would think. Even down here in deep South Texas, I ought to be able to get something from, I think they're in the Carolinas, I think, maybe in that area, although maybe they drop shipped them from Istanbul, I don't know. But they should be here by now. I have been waiting for 10 days to put this mod on the truck, you know, and I can't do it because I don't have the brackets. The brackets are very specific. It's not like I could fabricate something or do it without the brackets. You have to have the brackets. They're integral to the installation of the mod itself. So that's my frustration. You know, every day I look to the mail, planning to get them and get them on the truck, get them installed, and they have not shown up yet. Should have gotten a Prinsu, LOL. Hey, Mumphy, what's up, buddy? No, I'm not a fan. I shouldn't say I'm not a fan. I just wanted OEM. That's really the only reason. Nothing wrong with Prinsu. I mean, a lot of people use them. I think Prinsu probably owns the market when it comes to roof racks, because everybody I ever hear, see, talk to is Prinsu. Prinsu. And I'm assuming, Mumphy, that you have Prinsu on yours, because I know you put a rack on yours recently. And by the way, I had mentioned in a live stream I think you were on that I was going to beat you getting my roof rack on. I was wrong. I've been defeated. I admit it. I was wrong. You beat me, and you beat me good. Maybe that was karma. I was too cocky. I don't know. But you definitely did. A little bit of the sweet tea. Need to shift. There we go. That's the one thing about driving the manual. You got to shift. I'm debating Prinsu or OEM. Tough decision. I went with OEM because I like that it has the swing out arms. The factory roof rack is good looking. That's another thing. But they have swing out arms. How long did it take your driver's side grab handle? For me, it took about, God, what was it? 2 weeks? Something like that. I think 2 weeks. But I ordered when I saw they were in stock. I had seen when they first came out, which at the time I got them, it was a year prior that they were doing pre-sales for them. So I saw that, and I know of some people who pre-ordered, sent the money in, all that good stuff. And I wasn't confident in doing that. I never liked doing that because it's an open end. You don't know when stuff is going to come, right? A pre-order means, whenever. And that is the way it was with that company. Rob, when I use truck sounds like a bunch of spring popping, best way I can explain. I don't know. But yeah, they did the pre-order, and it took them a year, or right around a year, before they had product and started shipping. I watched, and I don't know if somebody might have told me that they were in stock, actually. So I went to their site right away. Mumpy says I missed it. I went to their website right away, and I actually ordered, I think I ordered directly from them. I might have ordered from a third party. I don't remember now. But I ordered right away, and it was still a 2-week lead time to get them. Now, I know some people are having troubles missing parts. Little Klondike says, howdy, Rob. Little Klondike, how you doing, buddy? I know people have had problems with missing parts and, things not showing up, things not fitting, the little covers not being on right. Going good at work, watching the stream, LOL. There you go. So I know people were missing stuff, and it's too bad because it seems to me this company, they don't have a good handle on a few things, particularly quality, because the quality of the parts they're sending out, at least from a quantity, supply, I don't know, standpoint, packaging, because what I think they're doing is they're getting shipments of these in, like on a pallet, because I've seen pictures of it. They're getting shipments in on a pallet, and then they're just pulling these things off and sending them out. I don't think they inspect. Now, they might be doing a partial inspection. I don't know. But from the number of complaints I've heard about missing pieces and bits and stuff, I'm thinking they're not inspecting any, because as many of them as there have been reported as missing, it's got to be a bigger problem. And I just don't see how they could possibly be doing much of a sampling and not realize that. So I think they're just pulling these things off the box when they come in. They come from China. They're on a big pallet, all stacked up. Pretty good number of them that I've seen. They come over, they pull them off the pallets, and then they just send them out. They don't look at them. They don't inspect them. And that's a problem. The other thing is the lead times. They've been pretty transparent, really, on that. And that there is a long lead time. I don't know if they've ever stated that they come from overseas. Well, they have, I think. Thanks for the info and being honest. Enjoy your day. Thanks, Eric. Appreciate it. They do come on a boat, of course. They have acknowledged that. But, man, it's too bad because they have the market. There is nobody else out there putting out a grab handle, overside grab handle for the Tacoma. They have the market on it, and it is too bad that they, aren't able to do a better job via distribution and, I guess, sampling or quality checks, whatever, of the products that they have, because it's, I would assume, still extremely popular, although they're getting such a bad reputation that I know people that have held off and not bought the driver's side grab handle because of all of the complaints and problems that they've heard that other people are having. But where are you going? I'm going nowhere. I am just cruising, enjoying the ride in the Tacoma and spending a little time with you guys and venting my frustration. I would love to see you with a ton. Every time I get on here, I'm not sure if you're just playing around or what, but I've mentioned to you before that I do have a Tundra channel. It is RobMotive Tundra. And if everybody would go there and subscribe, that would be awesome. But it's RobMotive Tundra. I think if you just search RobMotive Tundra, you'll find it. It's all run together, all one word, if you will. And you'll see my smiling face when you get to the right channel. There's nobody else called RobMotive Tundra out there. So there we have a Ford Ranger. Looks like a newer one, a white one, doing some work. Thanks for all the informative videos. Well, thanks, Jeff. Thanks for watching. Appreciate that. We will have another install coming up soon if I ever get the parts I need to do the roof rack. That's my frustration, by the way. Jimmy says he subscribed. Thank you, Jimmy. I appreciate that. Anybody else? It's free. And again, it's RobMotive Tundra, and I'm going to be buying the new 2022 Tundra for that channel, the new redesigned Tundra. I'm going to be adding that to the fleet, I guess, but it will have its own channel. And the reason I'm doing that is some people have asked me, well, why don't you put everything on the same channel? And I may combine things down the road someday, I don't know. But the reason I haven't done that, of course I did. Thank you, I appreciate that. The reason I haven't done that is because I find with YouTube, and maybe I'm too specific, I don't know, but you get an audience for one thing, and you alienate the people who came there for that one thing, or that nobody watches it that's here for the other thing. You know what I mean? So I have found, at least right now, that it's better for me to keep things separately, so that the people that are there for that content, that material, as opposed to grouping it all together. But like I said, I may switch that up down the road. It would be easier from a production standpoint to have it all combined. I mean, managing 3 channels, and the 3 would be this one, RobMotive, and then the Gladiator channel, which is RobMotive JT, and then, of course, the new channel, RobMotive Tundra. It becomes quite time-consuming. I mean, I think people think that when you do YouTube, any sweet tea today, well, you know it, brought to you by Gold Peak, unsponsored. It is very time-consuming. Doing this for a living, it takes all my time every day and almost all my waking time, because I do look at comments and all that good stuff when I'm not actually actively doing anything as far as videos go. And by that I mean shooting the video or editing the video or uploading the video or promoting the video. I mean, you have to do all that stuff because obviously you want to attract more viewers. Yeah, keep it separate. There you go. Because obviously you have to attract, or you want to attract, more viewers. And the only way to do that is to get yourself out there. People will not watch your videos if they don't know you exist. And I've said many times on my channel in talking about the process and all that, that I believe there's an audience for everybody out there. There's enough people on this planet that there's going to be an audience out there for everybody doing something on the web. I mean, everybody has some sort of an appeal, even if the appeal is, sitting there and talking like a zombie, still there are people out there who find that entertaining. And believe me, there are a lot of zombies. I used to be one of them on YouTube. I look back at some of the videos I did when I first started doing this, and it's amazing to me how dry they were, and it showed in the views and subscribers because it was boring to watch. I think it was boring. I mean, I even look back at it now and it's like, oh man, there goes a Barcelona red Ford Ranger. Looks almost identical to the Barcelona red Tacoma. Didn't know you had a Tundra channel. Got it. Yes, yes. Rob Zombie, LOL. Yes, I was just listening to him on TikTok. Will you be getting the new color? Are you talking about the new color on the Tacoma? Or are you talking about on the Tundra? Or maybe it's going to be shared between the two. And I assume you mean that lemon color. And no, I don't think so. Any Wendy's today? No Wendy's today. Having a big dinner tonight, so kind of saving it. I need to lose some weight, man. You know, I lost, God, I don't know, 20-some pounds, 30 pounds, whatever it was. And I've put a decent amount of that back on because that's kind of how I do it. You know, I'll lose weight and then I forget about it and just eat because I like to eat like most people like to eat, you know. And then I'll go do it again. I guess it's the, what do they call it? I forget what they call it. But where you gain and lose and gain and lose. So, I don't know. But anyway, back to the YouTube thing. Yeah, it's quite time consuming when you have separate channels to watch over, but probably not really any more time consuming than doing a certain number of videos on one channel, because you still have the same quantity of videos, if you will, and they all require the same attention, you know. Here we have some girl over here and a little dinky Mazda. I personally don't like the lemon color. Yeah, and then the comment went away. I'm not a fan of that. To me, it almost looks like some kind of an industrial work truck or something. Maybe it'll look better in person. I don't know, but from what I've seen of it so far, it's really not my thing. But like I said, you never know until you see it in person. I wasn't a big fan of the Army Green until I saw it in person, and then it's like, well, you know, I kind of dig that. That looks pretty good. So I'll reserve judgment until then. But I don't know why they came out with a color like that to begin with. I mean, if they want to do something cool, let's have a black cherry, man. I mean, black cherry or cherry black, whatever you want to call it, that is an awesome color. At least I think so. I mean, they'd have one person who would like it, and I'm sure there would be others, but it would be pretty cool if they came out. Now, I have a question, if you guys are still on here. We have Mumphy on here and Ang. I want to know when you guys are going to do a live stream. I think about this periodically. I haven't seen either one of you do a live stream yet. Now, I'm curious. Highlighter green. Yes, that's it. Highlighter green. Yellow. I call it yellow. That's what it is. That's how they came up with that. Hi, Rob. Heard tacos will be full electric and hybrids. Any truth to that? And what do you think? No, there's no truth to that. Not yet. I mean, yeah, someday everything's going to be full electric. Will that be in 10 lifetimes? I don't know. There will be an electric Tacoma. Tacoma needs a zebra pattern. Yeah, call that camo, right? There will be an electric Tacoma, and hopefully it will be in the next round, because I am very interested in that. I saw a crashed TRD Pro Tundra yesterday. Ooh, that's a drag. Hope everybody was safe. Hopefully it wasn't you. I'm looking forward. There goes a Tacoma right there. It was silver. I'm looking forward to an electric Tacoma. I would buy one right now, particularly the one that I saw being teased. There's one out there that they were teasing, they being, I don't know, whoever it was that put it out. And I would buy that in a heartbeat. I liked it. I thought it looked pretty cool. How far away? You know, the way Toyota operates, you know, man, it's probably 5 to 10 years away for them. Tacoma. Unless something changes and they're forced to do something quicker. Now, I gotta be honest, you know, I've been thinking about this because the F-150 is coming, right? The electric F-150. And I was talking to Krista the other night, and I said, you know, imagine if we were all electric right now, given the infrastructure we have. Forget about being able to generate power and all that. Just think about recharging, right? It's going to take 44 minutes to recharge this new F-150, right? So you're on a trip, you're driving down the freeway, you got to pull off and get a recharge. Now, at a typical gas station, or a gas station in my area, that's about what, 2, 4, 6, 8 maybe cars at each island, at each pump island at any given time. 8 cars. So you pull up to those, you've got 8 people hooked up, they're charging, and I'm assuming just a 1-for-1 replacement, replacing the gas pumps with charging stations. So you pull up, there's 8 cars sitting there. Now, it takes 44 minutes, and you know how people are. They're going to screw around trying to, figure out how to put the plug in, and plugging it in backwards, and forgetting to put their credit card in. I mean, so an hour. So that's 8 hours of charging between all those vehicles before you turn it around. Now, given they're going to be happening consecutively, right? But you pull up there, and you might potentially have to sit there and wait, if you're there for the first round, for an hour before you can even charge up. Now you're going to be charging for an hour. So that's 2 hours in your trip for one charge. Now imagine all the cars that are going to be lined up down the freeway waiting to be able to pull into that electric charging plaza. I mean, they would have to have, how many do you think? You would have to know how many vehicles, how many cars pull into a gas station during the normal charging period. Let's say it's 1 hour. So how many cars pull into the gas station to refuel in any given hour, right? You would need enough stations for that number of cars to be charging at the same time to not have lines going up and down the road. And that's just during normal times. Let's say like right now, we have the holiday coming up, Memorial Day, right? So there's going to be more traffic on the road. There's going to be more cars traveling. There's going to be more cars needing to be charged. So now you're going to have an overload. Teslas are so fast, you get there before you leave. Just imagine an electric taco. I know. I've driven the Tesla. It's like lightning. I mean, you touch the accelerator and it's gone. It's awesome. But anyway, I just don't think we're there yet. I think we're probably, we as a nation are probably anywhere from probably 5 to 10 years to have the infrastructure to be able to have stations for people to go to without having problems. Now, that's not even considering the load on the grid, all that kind of stuff. So, I don't think we're there. I think all these electric cars and things that you see are what I'll call boutique cars. They're not real, Yeah, I need to be going live. Yes. But they're just fatty. They're fatty, not fatty, faddy cars. Because we don't have the infrastructure to be able to do that. Again, imagine if every car was electric. If you could snap your fingers and every car was electric, we couldn't handle it. And that's just the physical, excuse me, swallowed wrong. That's just the physical stations and things that you'd need. So that's the interesting part to me. I think that we are crediting ourselves way more than we should. We are not at that point. We cannot handle it as a nation because we don't have the infrastructure for it. Again, forgetting about the capacity and all that, we just simply don't have the infrastructure for it. Even if it came down to nothing more than having a parking area, a plaza that could accommodate a big number of cars all sitting there charging at the same time. You'd have to have like a big open field for all those cars to just sit there and charge, right? And then you'd have to have the facilities for all of those people to be doing something while they're charging. Are they just going to sit in their car? Are they going to be running their air conditioning? That's another thing. Imagine if you're in a hot climate. All these crazy things. Imagine if you're in a hot climate, you're pulling up, it's going to take an hour to charge your vehicle. And you're not going to go in the plaza. You're just going to sit in your car. Well, what are you going to do? You're going to sit in that car and you're going to run the air conditioning while you're plugged in, thus lengthening the charging time. So now instead of 1 hour, maybe it's an hour and a half. You know, I don't know, because you know, while you're sitting there running that electric hog, the air conditioner, it's going to be slowing down, in essence, the charge that you're receiving or building up in the batteries in your car. So there's just all kinds of crazy things that we are just simply not equipped with or for. Now, that's unless, there's an interesting caveat here. We have a report coming out in June. It's the UFO report. I'm going to be a little bit of a conspiracy theorist here. I'll need to get all polished up for that, though. There's this UFO report coming out, right? Now, unless the government is going to announce that, yes, we have made contact with another civilization, we need the mummy stream. Unless the government comes out and says, we've made contact with another civilization, they're way advanced, more advanced than we are, which they would have to be. And they have brought us a new power source that is cheap and efficient and is going to make it possible to turn everything into electric or some other fuel source. That's the only way that I think within probably the next 10 years, we're going to see a mass number. Tundra Cruise, happy Friday, happy Friday. That's the only way we're going to see a mass conversion, if you will, to electric or some other alternate fuel for vehicles. I think it's a pipe dream. I love it, don't get me wrong, but I think it's a pipe dream, and I think it's a boutique industry right now. The only other thing I'll say about that, I know I'm on a soapbox because, you know, I find this very interesting. The only other thing I'll say about that, it's perfect if you drive your car only back and forth to, let's say, work every day, and you drive less than, let's be comfortable, less than 200 miles on a 300-mile rate charge. And then you plug your car in every night, and it can bake overnight and be ready for you the next morning. That's the only environment that I can see this working in. Otherwise, people are just simply not going to sit and wait for hours, or an hour, it might be a couple hours, to charge your vehicles. I don't see it happening. So yeah, it's neat, it's good talk, it's great press, kind of like flying cars. Do you guys remember a cartoon called The Jetsons? Do you remember that, where they had flying cars? You know, we were supposed to have flying cars, I think, by the year 2020. We'd all be flying around in cars. And I was watching an interview the other night with Elon, my buddy Elon. Perhaps I'll do a live stream at 1,000 subs. There you go. But with my buddy Elon. Elon was talking about that very thing, and that, you know, we simply don't have the technology to do that. We don't have the energy it would take for everybody to be flying around and hovering in cars, right? We just don't have that. So it's a pipe dream. It's not going to happen. Unless, like I said, the UFOs, the aliens, have given us a new power source, and it is far superior to what we have. Who knows? Anyway, guys, gals, everybody, been cruising around. It's been about almost 40 minutes already. Wow. I'm going to head home and see what else I can get into today. I do have a couple more videos I need to upload and edit and all that stuff. LOL, it's not safe to read messages and drive. Yeah, it's not. That's why I kind of glance over when I'm alone. That way, at least, if anything happens, there's no one else involved and it's all on me. Why are you frustrated? Because I don't have all the parts that I need to do a mod that I've had for 10 days, and the parts are not here yet. That's why I mentioned earlier, but you may not have been on, so there you go. Anyway, thanks for being on. Appreciate all you guys and gals, and stay safe. Enjoy your holiday, your Memorial holiday, and I'll see you next time on the web. Bye.